Yesterday I put a post up saying Tesco's were offering pork shoulder joints at £2.50 a kilo. £2.50 a kilo. That's amazing. Okay, so of course I bought a bag load, and I thought today, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to see, look, the electricity's gone off. I forgot they pre-warned me. But let me see if I can carry on. Got 2 hours now, electricity cut. Where was I going? I'm going to see how far I can stretch this out if I've got electricity over the weekend, okay? I'm going to slow cook this. I'm going to braise it. And we'll have that for maybe tomorrow's lunch, and then see what else I can do with all the bits. Maybe turn it into some kind of leftover roast pasty, which I was talking about again earlier next week, or a bolognese, or something else. So let's see how many meals I can get out of this for my family. Right, so part one. What am I going to do with this pork shoulder? Now, I've taken the skin off. I'm going to turn that into pork cracklings. I've chopped up my the pork into 4 big pieces. I've got 3/4 of a pint of cider, an apple, some salt and pepper, a couple of bay leaves from my garden, and again some rosemary from my garden, a couple of old leeks, some getting older carrots, a lovely fresh onion, and some really soggy celery, which has seen better days, but that's going to go fine in our stock for the braising the pork. And this is going to be delicious. Now we'll start first of all with searing the pork so we can get a nice brown bit of fond to the bottom of the pan, and that will add so much flavour. Right, the pan should be getting to temperature now, and I'm using an Instant Pot. These things are absolutely brilliant. And we're going to put in some meat and sear it. Right, season. And you get a lovely colour to this. Got to mention garlic, so I'm going to put some of that in as well. But we're just going to literally, you don't even need to take the skin off your onion. Just chop the carrot down into smaller pieces. Chop them halfway through. There we go. And your apple. And that's your veg. This is going to be the trivet for the meat to sit on in the Instant Pot. So I've seared off all the pork, and that is looking absolutely delicious. All of this is just flavour. And you can see the fond in the bottom of a pan. Again, that is all flavour. Right, I'm going to get all the vegetables in. No need to chop off any of the, or take off any of the skins. Just put it all in there. Floats and all. Get that down. Amazing. In with my stock. There goes the stock. Oh, and the cider. In with the meat. Of course, those veggies will break down. So I'm going to put this on slow. Oh, and the juices, look. Oh yeah. Look at that. Gorgeous petal. A bit more stock, a bit more water, just a bit. A load more seasoning. pepper, and we shall put that on. We shall put that on. Let's have a look. Slow cook. I'll turn it off first of all. Slow cook. I'm going to put it on low for 4 hours and see how that goes. I'll turn that one off and I'll see you in 4 hours. Wow, let's do a bit of a reveal. Oh, yes, look at that. My God, the smell. Oh, that smells absolutely delicious. Look at it just blipping away slowly. Oh, you can amazing that you can just see how delicious that gravy is going to be. I'm going to turn that into the most beautiful gravy. Let's see if I can pour this into there without spilling it. Oh. Oh yeah, come on. Well, there we go. Oh, there you go. You know, I normally say in all my cack-handedness. Oh, look at that. Wow. Right. Put that one there for it to drain. There is the most delicious gravy. That stock is going to be amazing. I've already tested it, and believe me, I think that's possibly one of the best I've ever made. Really, really, really delicious. To show you how tender this is, look how that is just falling apart. That is delicious. Wow. Okay, I'm going to put that back into the stock and let it completely cool down in the stock. What that does is stop the meat from drying out. Retains all of its moisture. Top tip. Good morning. Now it's 8:20 on Saturday morning, and I've come to check out my pork. Slow cooked braised pork. Do not drop, do not drop, do not drop, do not drop, do not drop. Okay, let's shut the door and take a look at that. Right, we need to skim off that fat, and I better use that fat to roast some of the vegetables off later. There we go. I've spooned off all of that lard, and that'll be delicious in with another meal. But that gravy is just going to be, it's going to be wonderful. Oh, look at that. I think that will feed 4 of us. Let's just have a look whilst I slice it up. Bit of onion there. But I think I better go that way. Oh, look at the colour. Now the way I heat this up is when I you can see the juices in it. Look, when I heat up the gravy, just put this in the bottom of the pan. And once the gravy's hot, you put it in and it heats it up gently. You don't want to rapidly boil it. That there, I mean, you could freeze that in chunks and cut it up, whichever way you want to do it. I've definitely decided I'm going to make some pasties out of some of this pork. So is that going to give us... Yeah, I think that'll be enough for 4 of us. Maybe a dab more. Let's try that bit. I can always cut it up and then not have too much. You can see how well cooked that is. How gently cooked. I'm not being arrogant in any way at all, but especially my boys, they're not keen on fat. Funny enough, they'll eat crackling with the fat on it, but you give them a piece of meat with fat on it and, oh, Danny, take the fat off. Right, I think that'll be sufficient for our first use. Pork. So from that one joint, we've got the meat which I've sliced up here. That was the remainder that came out of the pot. That's 500 millilitres of stock. And it looks like you've got around about the same again left in there. And now I'm going to make the gravy. So we'll pour that in. There we go. This is our first meal from the pork shoulder joint. This is all homemade. Absolutely everything. Roasties cooked in beef dripping Yorkshires, a gorgeous pork crackling. Look at that. Amazing stuff. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.